My people, a lot of things is really happening in this country in broad daylight. Please, if you come across this video, don't allow some timber and calibers who are connected to this Bobrisky issue or update to see this video. I even thought that Magnus Oraga was supporting Bobrisky, not knowing that he is not. Currently, Magnus Oraga have exposed a lot of things, and what I heard, if not that I come across this video, I wouldn't have also believed that something like that happened. Please, if you are coming across this video, you really need to listen to what was released in this very update, but don't allow very dark man Bobrisky and other timber and calibers to see this video. Please enjoy this very update. I will be back to react on it.
On the case between VDM and the Falanas, and my comment stemmed from the interview granted by the SAN on Channels Television, and my immediate response was buoyed by anger and further strengthened by the situation of the country. So I made my comments on that. So having calmed down, the whole of today I've been bombarded with calls, different calls from US, from Italy, from Germany, within Nigeria. In fact, I can't count. In fact, over 100 calls today. But I was particular about two calls. Two calls. One call, in fact, it's my friend. If you see this video, no vex, but I have to say it because it goes to show how sometimes we too are contributory to the problem of this country. That he's not angry with me because Falana is his uncle, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, this is not about who is your uncle. It's not about Falana, it's not about Bobrisky, it's not about VDM. It's about a system. It's about a country in total peril. It's about a desire to see a country work. So, if we begin to put these sentiments in front, we can never get it right. Because if it's this one, I will say it's my brother. If it's that one, you will say it's your brother. That way, nobody is going to pay for anything. And we'll move in this vicious cycle that has continuously perpetuated the corruption in this country. So do not be offended that I made a case against Falana. I don't know him. Probably don't want to know him. Then the other call I received was a guy trying to tell me that VDM will lose the case should the case go to court. Now, there's what we call cognitive dissonance. This is a situation where when our mind continuously becomes accustomed to a particular event, our brain begins to normalize it, and therefore we see it as normal. Now, because our judiciary is corrupt, we tend to be disillusioned about having favorable outcomes irrespective of whether we follow due processes or not. That is wrong. However, I was able to call my lawyer friend and said, what constitutes a defamation of character? What is it that constitutes a defamation of character? Now, for starters, for there to be a defamation of character, the purported statement must be untrue. That means The purported statement, that is the first criteria for there to be a defamation of character. The statement purported must be untrue. The purported statement must be untrue. I beg. Sorry. Don't call in now. I will open the line for calls. Bring the power back. Don't call now. After the opening statement, we are going to call. But for now, don't call. The number to call in. Okay, the numbers to call in. Let me type the number to call in. Will be. But don't call now until I finish the narrative. +234 901 5654 732. Yeah. So it was almost as if there are some people who are against very dark man who called me. Now, like as I was saying, sorry for the slight distraction. For there to be a defamation of character, the purported statement must be untrue. That is the first criterion. The second criterion will be that the said statement that is untrue must have a negative effect on the person claiming defamation. Now, when I called my lawyer friend, he said that actually, truthfully, the onus of proof, because I asked him, I said, in the case of VDM and Falana, somebody made a recording and somebody presented that recording in which the voice of the person who made the allegation is recorded. Who is defaming who? He actually said it is the person that made the record available legally. Okay. But should the person be able to prove that the statement contained in that recording is true, that means for purpose of justification, it is no longer defamation. So the long and short of my conversation with my lawyer friend is that there will be no case of defamation of character if the actions contained in that recording is true. If it's established that, I'm not saying that the allegations contained in that statement is true. If it is established that the recording is real and that voice belongs to Bobrisky, the voice belongs to Bobrisky, the onus of proof now shifts from very dark man to Bobrisky. If you are a legal practitioner, you are following me, please, you can discredit my argument here or not and say it's not true. Please don't call in now. I'm using the phone as a Wi-Fi. If you are calling in, call only on WhatsApp. Don't call directly. If you call directly, you will disrupt the transmission. So, yesterday on Channels Television, Falana was reverberating, fuming that because he is chairing or he's heading a group of legal luminaries that have international status, he wouldn't want to condescend by going into legal litigation. All they want is an apology that meets his standard. An apology from VDM that meets his standard. And let me tell you what an apology does. Let me tell you what an apology does. once you apologize for something, it's technically an admission of guilt. Now, is an apology good? Fine. But since in this instance, it's going to take a legal tone, we are discussing, obviously with the way the whole thing have turned out, it's going to have, we are swimming in a legal pool. There's a legal smoke everywhere, so it will be dangerous for anybody to be tendering apologies. Now, it's just like Falz coming to say he's sorry for all the confusion that the case has brought to him and his fan, you see. Now, let me also go back to something I said yesterday in the video. I told Very Dark Man that the can of worms that he has popped open is a complex dynamic of a type of immorality that has defined our cultural society today.
Welcome back and thanks for watching this video. But before you leave, I would like you to like, share and comment on this video. For those of us who are new in this very great platform, I would like you to follow this page so that anytime we post new videos, you will be the first to see it. Thanks and see you in my next video. Thank you.